We've got Alex Collins next up on the slate, and Travis, I'm not going to lie. As the season progresses, I'm becoming more and more of a fan of Alex Collins. You're looking at a guy who, when given the opportunity, right, he was one man's trash, becomes another man's treasure, and you're just looking at what Seattle gave up when they were desperate for a running back last year, and yet you get a guy in Baltimore who they pick him up, they use him, and he finishes 4 of his last games as an RB1, and he didn't have a game worse than an RB3. So you know you're going to get some kind of value from him. So to me, where he's going in drafts is very, very, a nice pickup there. Alex Collins has earned the right to be the starter. I understand that that they're getting back Kenneth Dixon. However, this guy was super elusive in college, but you're talking about now 3 years ago. This guy has barely been on the field. He's been either, suspended because of PEDs or he's been injured. So I doubt that they would go right away with the running back who comes in. And then you're also looking about the offensive coach. The only coach that they kept and retained this offseason was the offensive coordinator. So why would the offensive coordinator all of a sudden change up his game plan when he knows he has Alex Collins in his back pocket who produced for him all last season? So as the season gets closer, you realize, they have the fourth easiest schedule for all running backs. So it's just adding up, and all the arrows are pointing up for Alex Collins, and he's becoming a little bit of a steal. Travis, do you think, based on what we've seen so far in this offseason and what you've heard about Kenneth Dixon, do you think he can return a good value in drafts?
Yeah, I almost don't want to be doing this video, Johnny, because I don't want to let out the secret of Alex Collins' value right now. I mean, you think about Alex Collins being drafted in the 5th round of the NFL draft and then being cut by Seattle. I think this image is burned in people's head that he's not a very good back. After the bye last year, he posted RB1 numbers to close out the year. He's available at an RB2 ADP. I mean, this is what we're talking about, right? He could be one of the best values. He's part of a backfield that posted the 3rd highest running back carries in yards last year. Baltimore was also 8th in yards per carry and fantasy points per rush, and the majority of that was because of Alex Collins. He will, though, however, Johnny, need to be worked more into the passing game. I mean, he only got 32 targets over last year. That's a clip of 2 a game. That's got to change. If that changes, I mean, you could really be talking about him sneaking into the top 10. But I think right now, him being draftable as an RB2 with RB1 upside is perfect. Give me tons of shares of Alex Collins.